What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. I gotta testify today about somebody that God has put in my life that I'm very thankful for, that He's used to make me better and more like Him, and that I absolutely cannot take credit for wooing. And that is my wifey boo, Megan Elise BR, formerly known as Megan Elise Carey. Super thankful for Megan, guys. And here's a few reasons that I'm so blessed by her. And a lot of it is just the nature of her role, of course. But that role, wife, that's not a role for suckers, okay? It's like, it's a hard job. Like, just like a lifelong committed spouse, you know. The process of choosing to be unified to another human being, resolving conflicts, healing, like trust, commitment, all these things, forgiveness. I mean, huge. Forgiveness is a little easier when it's like you're forgiving someone that you don't really know anymore for something that didn't really make you that mad, and it happened 15 years ago. You know, forgiveness is another level when it's like the person that you absolutely most expected to come through for you failed you, and they didn't even necessarily say sorry or feel bad about it, and you got to see them every day. I mean, it's just like next level, the forgiveness that I've experienced from Megan, which has helped me to become better. You know, like, judging someone doesn't normally produce the fruit you want in their life, but when you forgive them, it opens their heart to repentance and just shows them a taste of what God's forgiveness is like. And so I'm thankful for that, for Megan, just her loyalty, her peace, and yeah, obviously her being my wife. It's just amazing. Literally, we were going on a walk the other day, and I was just like, man, how did I get to marry Megan? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I got Megan as my wifey, but I'm just so thankful, you know, so super thankful, and just blown away. I feel, you know, back in the, I don't know if people still say this, but back in the dating world 10 years ago, it was like, oh my gosh, she's so out of your league, you know. And that's how I feel. Megan's out of my league. People say that anymore? Let me know in the comments. But I'm thankful for Megan, not just because of her role in my life. Like, it's not just that, you know, she plays such a central role in my life, in my heart, in my family, in my home, and that she does that role with such beauty and grace. But that would be enough, of course. I mean, just amazing. Y'all should, seriously, y'all, Megan needs to write a book, and then y'all should read it. I bet you there'd be some good stuff in there. Anyways, but it's also about just who she is, her personality. I mean, she's super thoughtful. I like to say that she's the oven and I'm the microwave. And you need both, okay? Don't be telling me you don't need a microwave, because that would make me feel bad, okay? But in terms of the way that we think, I mean, and the way that we cultivate passion for something or vision, it's like, I'm just like, here's an idea, boom, but sometimes it doesn't always stick, or sometimes maybe I didn't actually think that much of it, because hey, I can pop out another frozen meal in about 3 minutes, just give me a sec, you know. But Megan's so much more thorough. You know, if I share a thought with her, she'll stew on it for days and then have a thought in response to my thought. And it's amazing, the processing that she does, and just the internal digestion of values and ideas and events is just amazing and so helpful for me. she's also just like super, super loyal, which I appreciate so much. I'm also very loyal, and I love that our values align in that way. She's also obviously very just committed to following Jesus, which of course means so much to me. But I mean, just amazing to watch her over the past 10 years, like, grow and have seasons that are, you know, where she's doing better than other seasons, you know, in terms of following him. But just the belonging and the identity of, it's just been so cool to see and to be a part of her life. Honestly, that's another big gift. It's just the way I've gotten to love her. Like I love her for who she is. I love her for the role that she plays in my life. But it's like I also love her for the role I get to play in her life. Like, there's no one I get to love more or sacrifice for more. And it elicits a deeper responsibility, a deeper infatuation, a deeper fulfillment in my role as the husband and the father, to know that that's the case. This is my little tribe, you know. I'm this little chief of this little tiny tribe of 4 people, you know, and I don't know if this analogy even makes sense, but I just feel like there's something so I want to say primal, but I don't know if that's even the right word. But what I'm saying is the love that comes out of the man who is protecting or fighting or providing, it's just deeper than like, oh, someone that I go spend time with and we have a lot of similar hobbies. It's like, it's not the same level of weight. And we're made for that weight, you know, even though it's a difficult weight. It's so awesome. So I'm thankful, and I have so much love for Megan just because of the compounding effect of the ways that I've chosen to love her over the years, you know. But back to her personality, she's what some people would call a little bit more reserved. If you want to love Megan well, you probably don't want to go up to her and ask, why are you so quiet? I don't think she has a very positive association with that word, because oftentimes it's meant in a derogatory way. Especially if you say, why are you so, at the beginning of it. One sec, gotta deposit some cash.
Morning, how are you?
Hey, doing good. It's going in personal.
Okay.
But sorry, Boo Bear, for depositing some cash on your birthday video. If you hadn't noticed, I have this situation where my mouth just opens and closes, like, and words and vocal cords, and it's just like the breath, and it keeps coming, and there's so many words, right? And I love it. I love that Megan is not so talkative like I am. She's just super content, super humble, just very in herself. And I love that about her. She's just so steadying in that way. She's so peaceful in that way. She just, like, extends her peace to others in that way. It's like just being around her, you feel safe, you feel wanted, you feel loved, you feel like you just want to squeeze her. Maybe that's mainly just me, but just hold her, you know, just like, there's something so cherished and so delicate about her presence that I just absolutely love and admire. Because it's so different from who I am. And it's not like I wake up every morning wishing I could be her. I'm just waking up every morning so thankful that she's in my life, you know?
Alright, have a great one.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see how we did. Let's see how we did for the fam. 9:35. Oh no! Whoa! Popping a teller curb. That's embarrassing. Hey, I'm working on the provision game, Megan. Entrepreneurship. Honestly, her support in the entrepreneurship journey and just my life, and that's moving to Arkansas. Just so many crazy things that it's not like I don't feel this pressure from her or this shame from her or this frustration from her related to decisions I've made that she likes more, or decisions I've made that she likes less. Like, there's just a very team aspect of how she processes things. Like, she's very just like naturally team oriented in that way. And so sometimes like it would be a little bit more like the nature of how we operate as a household would be probably harder if she was like bona fide Miss Independent. Like, I do what I want to do, you do what you want to do. I am like super independent. I call her my together girl because she likes to do everything together. It actually was difficult for me at first because she would want to like go get groceries together, and I'm like, look, we got to get groceries and we got to go get the oil change. I'll go get the oil change, you go get groceries, or vice versa. But we don't need to spend 3 hours doing errands when it could just be an hour and a half, you know? But she won me over because she's so stinking fun to spend time with. But that's just an example of me preferring efficiency and Megan just really preferring just that pure relational connection. I mean, just her pure heart, her desire for relationship is just so wonderful. And it like totally brings the best out of me. It's not like, oh my gosh, who would I even be? You know, like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to like add some qualifiers to my encouragement of Megan because I don't want to give off the impression that like, oh, marriage completes me in what people normally think of when they say that. It's not like there's this hole in my heart that she filled. Like, I would still exist as a human being, you know? Like, if we had never been married. Maybe this is kind of like weird or morbid to put in her encouragement video. But I'm just trying to say, for all the single dudes out there, or single ladies out there, it's not like you just, you know, like, I'm so thankful, so obviously incredibly thankful for Megan. But at the same time, I do not feel like I would just be in misery if I had never met her. Who would I even be? It's like, of course I'm better. And God's used it to make me more like Him. I'm so thankful for that. But don't idolize marriage, guys. Don't do that. Don't, alright? You might be doing it right now, and then just stop it. Oh. And then just like, you thought you were going to do it again, and then just like, don't do that. Oh. Oh. Anyways, maybe one last thing I'll share that I really love about Megan is her just very playful spirit, very silly, goofy, fun, doesn't take herself too seriously. She seriously is just like the best friend. Just such a pal. It's so committed, and not just a surface level pal, but like the deep. Like, the deeper you want to go, that's where you'll find Megan. And I just love that so much. I love the feeling that like I'll never be done getting to know her. I love the reality that there are things under the surface going on in her heart and mind that she hasn't even discovered yet. I love that because I love getting to help discover those things and bring those things out, you know. And even if I'd never discover them, like I just love it. There's always more to her, and that's just a beautiful thing about her. So, Megan, if you're listening to this video, way to go! You listened to the first, your first ever Jeremy BR YouTube video. Way to go, guys! Listen, Megan listens to me talk plenty, so I do not blame her for not listening to these. But she'll probably, surely you'll listen to this one. I mean, you're in the title. At the very least, you got to make sure I didn't say anything too embarrassing. Sometimes Megan gets a little embarrassed because I'm a little bit flamboyant. I'm a little bit out there. Sometimes I say things and I regret them, you know? And when that happens, I'm like, oh ho ho, and I laugh it off. But sometimes Megan's like giving me the elbow, like, why you doing that? Come on now. I gotta sit next to you, you know that, right? Anyways, if you love Megan too, send her a text or like this video. What if this goes? Sorry, never mind. I love Megan. Thank you for watching this video. Megan, I love you so much. Happy birthday. And for my listeners and viewers, thank you also. Hopefully you can tell that I love my wife. I guess it's not super important if you know that or not, but I think it's important because our love for each other is a testimony of Jesus and his relationship with the church. Ha! Alright, talk to y'all soon. Life is worship. God is love.